What if I told you that at this very moment as you watch this video, a divine plan is being executed especially for you? Yes, you, born under the sign of Taurus, are about to witness 13 profound changes that God Himself is preparing to completely transform your life. This is not an exaggeration. It's not an empty promise. It's something that has already begun to manifest in your reality, and you've felt it, haven't you? That feeling that something big is about to happen. That tightness in your chest that mixes anxiety with hope. That inexplicable certainty that your days of struggle are coming to an end. All of this is not a coincidence. The universe never plays games with its children, and when it decides to act in someone's life, the signs begin to appear in ways that only those who are experiencing it can understand. You are here because destiny placed this video in your path exactly when you most needed to hear these words. Perhaps you have gone through difficult times. Perhaps you have cried silently asking for a light at the end of the tunnel. Perhaps you have wondered if it is worth continuing to fight. But I need you to know something very important. Every tear you shed was seen, every prayer was heard, every cry for help reached God's heart. And now the moment of your reward has arrived. In these next few words, you will discover exactly what 13 changes are being prepared for you. But be warned. If you leave this video before the end, you may miss crucial information that will help you recognize and receive these blessings when they arrive. Because it's not enough for the blessings to come. You need to be prepared to receive them. Stay with me until the end, because what you are about to hear has the power to completely change the way you see your future. First change. A profound healing is coming your way. You know that pain you've been carrying for so long? It might be physical pain that doctors can't fully explain, an emotional wound that never seems to heal, or even a spiritual burden that leaves you tired for no apparent reason. God knows exactly where you're suffering, and He's sending the perfect healing for you. This doesn't necessarily mean it will be miraculous and instantaneous, although it could be. Sometimes healing comes in the form of a new treatment that will finally work. Sometimes it comes through the right people entering your life at the right time. And sometimes it simply comes as a renewed inner strength that gives you the courage to overcome what seemed impossible. Taurus, you are known for your resilience, for your stubbornness in not giving up. But even the strongest need relief, and that's exactly what's coming. This healing will happen from the inside out. First, you will feel a different peace taking over your heart. Those thoughts that tormented you will begin to lose power. That fear that paralyzed you will begin to diminish. And then, little by little, you will notice concrete changes in your life. If it's a matter of physical health, the symptoms will begin to improve in a way that will surprise even the professionals who are treating you. If it's an emotional wound, you will realize that you can think about what hurt you without feeling that unbearable pain from before. The memory will still be there, but its poison will have been extracted. And do you know what's the most beautiful thing about all this? You will realize that this pain had a purpose. It taught you, strengthened you, prepared you to help other people who will go through the same thing you went through. Because God doesn't waste anything in our lives. Even pain serves a greater purpose. So when healing arrives, don't forget to look back and be grateful for everything, including the tears. They watered the soil where blessings will now flourish. Second change. Unexpected financial prosperity is on its way. Taurus, you work hard, no one can deny that. You're one of those who wakes up early, who isn't lazy, who gets their hands dirty and makes things happen. But even so, sometimes it seems like there's never enough money, doesn't it? Seems like you work, and at the end of the month there's hardly anything left. Or when you finally manage to save a little, an emergency comes along and takes it all away. This has frustrated you, I know. You start to wonder if you're doing something wrong. If there's some curse on your financial life. If you'll never be able to have that peace of mind of looking at your bank account without feeling a tightness in your chest. But listen carefully to what I'm going to tell you. This cycle is coming to an end. God saw your effort, saw every drop of sweat, saw every time you had to choose between buying something you wanted or paying a necessary bill. And He decided that your time to prosper has come. This prosperity will arrive in ways you can't even imagine. It could be through an unexpected promotion at work, a business opportunity that appears out of nowhere, or even an inheritance or money you didn't even remember you were entitled to. The important thing is to be attentive and prepared. When opportunity knocks, don't let fear paralyze you. Taurus tends to be very careful, very conservative, and that's usually a quality. But there's a difference between being prudent and letting fear stop you from growing. When that financial blessing arrives, grab it with both hands. And even more importantly, Don't forget to be grateful and generous. When you receive and share, you open yourself up to receiving even more. If this message resonated with your zodiac sign, trust me, it's no coincidence. When the universe wants to speak to you, it sends exactly the right signal, and you're here because you needed to hear this today. Your contribution as a subscriber or member is what keeps these messages alive. Messages that touch, awaken, and transform lives. And if this video made sense to you, leave your birth date in the comments. Let's continue with our video now. Third change. An important relationship will be restored. There's someone in your life you've drifted apart from, isn't there? It could be a family member, a longtime friend, or even a past love. The estrangement may have been caused by a nasty fight, a misunderstanding that was never resolved, or simply by life taking you down different paths. And that hurts, it hurts a lot. Especially for you, Taurus, who values lasting connections so much, who is loyal to the end. You don't make superficial friendships. When you commit to a relationship, whatever kind it is, you commit completely. That's why when a breakup happens, the wound is deep. You may even pretend everything is fine. You may even tell yourself you've moved on. But deep down you know there's still a longing. There's still a void that person left behind. Well, God has heard your heart, and He is preparing the ground for this relationship to be restored. But pay attention. Restoration doesn't necessarily mean going back to exactly how things were before. Sometimes when something breaks and is fixed, it becomes even stronger than it was. The restoration that is coming to you will be true, deep, and mature. It won't be based on pretending nothing happened, but rather on truly forgiving, truly understanding, truly starting over. Maybe you need to take the first step. Maybe you need to swallow your pride and reach out first. I know it's difficult, especially when you think it wasn't your fault. But think about it. What's worth more, your pride or the peace of your heart? What's worth more, being right or having someone you love back? This restoration can begin with a simple message, an unexpected phone call, or even a chance encounter that will actually be anything but casual, because it was God who arranged it. Pay attention to the signs, and when the opportunity arises, don't let it pass. Life is too short to hold grudges, and you deserve to have all the people who truly matter by your side. Fourth change. A new spiritual phase is opening up for you. Taurus, until now you may have had a relationship with God based more on tradition, on the things you were taught as a child, on religious obligations. You went to services or masses because that's what was done. You prayed because it was the right thing to do, but perhaps you lack that deep connection, that certainty that God is truly present and active in your life. This is about to change completely. You are entering a phase where you will experience the divine presence in a totally new way. It will no longer be about empty rituals or memorized words. It will be about feeling, about experiencing, about having absolute certainty that there is a greater power taking care of you. This spiritual transformation will surprise you. You will begin to notice signs of the divine presence everywhere. That song that plays exactly when you most need to hear those words. That person who appears out of nowhere with exactly the help you needed. That book that falls into your hands and seems to have been written specifically for your moment in life. Your dreams will become more vivid, more meaningful. You will begin to receive clear guidance on the paths you should follow. And most importantly, you will develop an inner peace that does not depend on external circumstances. Even when things are difficult outside, you will have an unwavering certainty that you are being guided and protected. To make the most of this spiritual phase, you need to do your part. Set aside time every day to be silent, to listen to the divine voice that speaks in the whisper of your heart. Read sacred texts not out of obligation, but truly seeking to understand the message they have for you. Talk to God as you would talk to a close friend, without excessive formalities, with total sincerity. Share your anxieties, your doubts, your fears, and then learn to listen. Because God answers, always answers, but you need to have an open heart to hear. Fifth change. A hidden talent is about to manifest. There is something within you that has not yet been fully explored. A gift, a skill, a special ability that God has placed in you but which, for various reasons, has not yet had the chance to fully flourish. Perhaps you even know you have this ability, but never believed you could do something meaningful with it. Or perhaps it's something you don't even imagine you have, but it's there, dormant, waiting for the right moment to awaken. Taurus, you are practical, you are realistic, and this has often led you to ignore certain more creative or intuitive aspects of your personality. You may have stifled dreams because they seemed impossible or impractical. You may have set aside hobbies and interests because you needed to focus on earning money or fulfilling responsibilities. And there's nothing wrong with that, you did what you needed to do. But now God is saying that the time has come to reclaim this part of you. This talent that is about to manifest can become a source of immense joy in your life. It may even turn into a new source of income, who knows? But even if it doesn't become a professional career, it will fill a void you didn't even know existed. It could be something artistic like painting, music, or writing. It could be something manual like gardening, cooking, or crafts. It could be a capacity for leadership, teaching, counseling, or healing through your presence and words. The important thing is that when this talent begins to manifest, you don't reject it thinking it's nonsense or a waste of time. Give it space to grow. Experiment, practice, allow yourself to be a beginner, allow yourself to make mistakes and learn. Because this gift wasn't placed in you by chance. It has a purpose, both for your own happiness and to bless the lives of others. How many lives could be touched by what you have to offer? Don't deprive the world of your unique brilliance. 6. Change. A special protection will be established around you. Taurus, you've been going through times when you felt attacked from all sides, haven't you? Negative energies, envious people, situations that seem to conspire against you. And you, with your characteristic strength, have resisted, have fought, have remained standing. But you're tired, I know. You're tired of always having to be on the defensive, always alert, always ready for the next blow. Well, the end of this constant battle has arrived. God is establishing a supernatural protection over your life. It's as if an invisible shield is being placed around you, preventing the enemy's arrows from hitting you. This doesn't mean the attacks will stop completely. Malicious people will continue trying to harm you. The envy of others will continue to exist. Life's challenges will continue to appear. But the difference is that these things will no longer affect you in the same way. What used to knock you down will now only brush against you and fall to the ground without causing you harm. Those hurtful words that once wounded you deeply will now flow through you without leaving a mark. Those situations that once kept you awake at night will now resolve themselves in surprising ways. And you will be amazed at how perfectly everything falls into place. This divine protection will manifest in various ways. You will realize that you can better discern people's intentions. Those who approach you with ulterior motives will become evident to you. And you will know how to distance yourself before they cause you harm. You will feel inexplicable impulses that will save you from dangerous situations, such as deciding to take a different route, and then discovering that you avoided an accident, or giving up on a business deal that seemed good but turned out to be a disaster. Angels will be working in your favor behind the scenes, arranging things so that you are always in the right place at the right time. To keep this protection active, keep your heart clean. Do not nurture feelings of revenge or hatred. When someone hurts you, entrust that person to God and move on. Because the best defense is not offense but elevation. The higher you rise spiritually, the less likely lowly things are to reach you. 7th. Change. A change of environment or residence is approaching. You felt the need to leave this place where you are, haven't you? Perhaps you live in a house that no longer meets your needs. It could be a city that no longer resonates with who you are becoming. It could be a work environment that is suffocating you. Whatever the case, there is a restlessness within you, a calling for something new, something different. And Taurus, you who normally love stability, who cling to what is known and safe, are surprisingly open to this change. This in itself is a sign that God is moving things. When He wants to take you from a place, He begins by removing that place from your heart. Suddenly, what once brought you comfort now causes you discomfort. What was enough is no longer enough. And instead of fighting this feeling, it's time to trust Him. God is preparing a new space for you. A place perfectly aligned with this new phase of your life, with the person you are becoming, with the future being built for you. This new place may be physically better than where you are now, bigger, more beautiful, more comfortable. But more importantly, it will be energetically better. It will be a place where you feel at peace, where your ideas will flow, where your health will improve, where healthy relationships will thrive. When this opportunity for change appears, don't let the fear of the unknown paralyze you. Yes, change is hard work. Yes, it can be scary to leave behind what is familiar. But think of all the times in your life when you needed to change something and later on, realized it was the best decision you could have made. It will be like that again. And another important thing. This change will not only be physical, it will also be internal. You will leave behind old versions of yourself that no longer serve you. Old habits, old thought patterns, old limiting beliefs. In the new environment, you will be a new person. Better, stronger, more aligned with your divine purpose. So when the change begins to materialize, embrace it with gratitude. 8th change. A special person will enter your life. For some of you single Tauruses, this person will be a romantic partner. Someone who will finally show you what true, mature, reciprocal love is. Someone who will value you, understand your ways, and be patient with your quirks. You who have suffered so much in previous relationships, you who have been disappointed so many times, you who may have even given up on finding someone, need to know that this person exists and is on their way. But pay attention. This person may not arrive in the way you imagine. They may not be the physical type you are normally attracted to. They may not have the profession or status you idealized. But they will be the right person, the one God chose especially for you. So, keep your heart open and don't discard someone just because they don't fit your usual pattern. For others of you who are already in relationships, this special person will be a true friend, a mentor, a business partner, or simply someone who will profoundly mark your life in some significant way. This person will truly see you, believe in you even when you don't believe in yourself, and push you forward when you're thinking of giving up. Their entry into your life won't be accidental. You'll meet at exactly the right moment, and you'll both realize that the encounter was special, different. It could be an instant connection, as if you've known each other for a long time. Or it could be a friendship that develops gradually, but becomes increasingly solid and important. Either way, this person will be a huge blessing in your life. They will bring you things you need. It could be knowledge, opportunities, or simply the right company at the right time. And you will also be a blessing to them, because true relationships are always two-way. You were destined to meet, so that you can help each other fulfill your divine purposes. When this person appears, recognize the gift they represent and cherish this connection. Don't let pride, fear, or insecurities spoil something that is meant to be beautiful and transformative. 9th change. A profound wisdom is developing within you. Taurus, you have always been intelligent, always possessing that practical good sense that has helped you navigate life. But what is coming now is something different, something deeper. It is a wisdom that goes beyond intellectual knowledge, beyond common experience. It is a spiritual wisdom, an ability to see life with eyes that see beyond the surface. You will begin to understand things that previously confused you. You will understand why certain things needed to happen in your life, even those that caused you so much pain. You will see the patterns that repeat themselves and will have clarity on how to break them. You will develop an impressive ability to read people and situations, to sense when something is right or wrong, even if logically everything seems to make sense. This wisdom will make you someone others will turn to for advice. People will realize that you have something special, a different perspective, a calmness and certainty that brings comfort. And you will discover that you take pleasure in helping others with this wisdom you are receiving. But always remember, wisdom without humility is arrogance. So even when you're right, be kind in how you share it. Even when you clearly see someone's mistake, be compassionate when pointing it out. Because true wisdom isn't just about knowing things. It's about knowing when and how to share that knowledge in a way that truly helps. This wisdom will also help you make better decisions in your own life. You will stop being swayed by emotional impulses or external pressures. You will develop an inner strength that will allow you to say no when you need to say no, and to say yes when it's truly the right thing to do. You will stop valuing the opinions of others so much and will trust your own intuition more, which will increasingly be aligned with God's will for your life. With this wisdom, you will understand that not everything needs to be resolved immediately, that some problems resolve themselves with time, that some battles are not worth fighting. You will learn the value of silence, the power of waiting, the strength that exists in being patient. And above all, you will understand that life is not about accumulating things or achievements, but about becoming a better person each day, more loving, more understanding, more like what God intended when He created you. 10th change. A victory over something that has been haunting you is coming. There's a problem in your life that seems endless, isn't there? Something you've tried to solve in 1,000 different ways, but it always comes back, always finds a way to stay there bothering you. Could be an addiction you struggle to break. It could be a destructive behavior pattern you repeat, even knowing it's harmful. It could be a complicated financial situation that never seems to resolve completely. It could be a health issue that constantly comes and goes. It could be a conflict with someone that has dragged on for years. Whatever it is, this thing tires you, frustrates you, makes you feel weak and incapable. You look at it and think you'll never get rid of it, that you'll have to live with it forever. But I have wonderful news for you, victory is near. God saw your struggle, saw how many times you fell and got up, how many times you tried again even after failing. And He decided that the time has come to give you the strength you need to win once and for all. This victory may not come overnight. It can be a gradual process where you slowly realize that that thing has less and less power over you. If it's an addiction, you'll notice that the craving diminishes, that you can resist for increasingly longer periods, until one day you realize you don't even think about it anymore. If it's a behavioral pattern, you'll start catching yourself in the act and making different choices, until the new behavior becomes natural. If it's an external situation, the pieces will start to fit together in unexpected ways until everything is finally resolved. The important thing is that you don't give up now that you're so close. Because the enemy knows you're about to win, and he will intensify the attacks trying to make you give up right at the finish line. When things seem especially difficult, when you feel you can't take it anymore, remember that this may be a sign that victory is very near. Stay strong, keep praying, keep doing your part, keep trusting. And when victory finally arrives, when you look back and realize that what tormented you no longer has power over you, celebrate. Celebrate a lot, give thanks a lot, and never forget that it was God who gave you this victory. Use this experience to strengthen your faith and to help others who are still fighting their own battles. 11th change. A life purpose will be revealed or confirmed. Taurus, until now you may have lived without a very clear direction, doing what needed to be done, fulfilling your responsibilities, but perhaps without that deep sense that you are doing exactly what you came to do on this earth. You may have already had glimpses of your purpose, perhaps felt that there is something greater to which you were called, but never had total clarity or enough courage to pursue it completely. All this is about to change. God is about to reveal to you with crystal clarity what your life purpose is, why you were born, what unique gifts you have, how you should be using those gifts to serve the world. This revelation can come in many forms. It may be through a very vivid dream that shows you the way. It may be through a series of coincidences that point you in a specific direction. It may be through a casual conversation with someone who says exactly what you needed to hear. It may simply be a certainty that arises within your heart so strongly that you can no longer ignore it. When that happens, when you finally know with absolute certainty what you were called to do, your life will take on a completely new meaning. That feeling of just passing the days will disappear. You will wake up every day with a sense of mission, knowing that everything you do is bringing you closer to what you were destined for. And you know what's most beautiful about all this? Your purpose will be perfectly aligned with who you truly are. It won't be something that forces you to become a completely different person or to deny important aspects of your personality. It will be something that uses exactly the talents you have, the experiences you've lived, even the pain you've endured. Everything in your life up to this point has been preparing you for this purpose. Nothing was in vain, not even the mistakes and failures. They were all part of the process of shaping you into the right person to do the specific thing that only you can do. Now, it's important to understand one thing. Discovering your purpose doesn't mean everything will automatically become easy. In fact, it may even bring new challenges. But these will be worthwhile challenges. Challenges that energize you instead of draining you. Because you will know you are fighting for something that truly matters. And when you are living according to your purpose, even difficulties have meaning. So when this revelation comes, don't ignore it thinking it's impossible or impractical. Trust it, start taking steps, even small ones, in the indicated direction. And observe how the universe conspires to help those who are aligned with their divine purpose. 12th change. A complete renewal of your vital energy is taking place. Have you been feeling tired, lacking that vitality you once had? As if you were merely surviving instead of truly living? As if an invisible weight were draining your strength day after day? This is very common when we are going through difficult phases, when we carry burdens that are too heavy for too long. But the time for renewal has arrived. Imagine a tree that loses all its leaves in autumn. It looks dead, dry, finished. But beneath that appearance of death, life is renewing itself. The sap is preparing for a new cycle. And then spring arrives, and that same tree that seemed finished explodes in new flowers and leaves, more vibrant than ever. That is exactly what is happening to you. Inside, where no one sees, a profound renewal is underway. And soon the results will begin to appear on the outside. You will feel your energy level increasing. That disposition you haven't felt in a long time will begin to return. You will wake up rested, you will want to do things, you will feel enthusiasm for life. Your physical health will improve in ways that may even surprise doctors. Those little problems that have bothered you for so long will begin to disappear. Your sleep will improve in quality. Your mind will become clearer, more focused. Even your physical appearance will change. People will start commenting that you look different, more beautiful, younger, more radiant. And most importantly, you will feel truly alive again. That inner flame that was almost extinguished will shine brightly once more. To contribute to this renewal, take good care of your body. It is the temple that houses your spirit, so treat it with respect. It doesn't have to be anything radical. Just small changes make a huge difference. Drink more water. It is the liquid of life. Try to sleep better. Sleep is when the body regenerates. Move around even if it's just a walk. Eat foods that truly nourish you, not just those that fill your stomach. And above all, take care of your thoughts and emotions because they have a direct impact on your vital energy. Learn to let go of what drains you. Toxic people, negative environments, pessimistic thoughts, excessive worries. All of these things steal your energy. Replace them with things that nourish your soul. People who make you laugh, places that bring you peace, thoughts of gratitude, moments of simple joy. And as you make these conscious choices, you'll notice that renewal accelerates. 13th change. A legacy will be built through you. Taurus, you may not realize it yet, but your life is about to become a source of inspiration and transformation for many others. The struggles you faced, the victories you achieved, the wisdom you developed, all of this wasn't just for you. It was also so that you could help others who will come after you. God is preparing you to leave a permanent mark on this world, something that will continue to exist and make a difference even after you're gone. This legacy can take many different forms. It can be through the children or grandchildren you raised and influenced, who will carry your values forward. It can be through a job or project you created that will continue to benefit people for generations. It can be through the lives you touched with your words, your actions, your presence. It can even be something as simple as a kindness you showed someone at a crucial moment that completely changed the course of that person's life. What matters is not the size or visibility of your legacy, but the authenticity and love you put into what you do. There are people who build enormous empires that crumble shortly after they're gone. And there are people who live seemingly simple lives but deeply impact everyone who knows them. The second type of legacy is infinitely more valuable than the first. And you, Taurus, with your loyalty, your constancy, your capacity to love deeply, are destined to build a legacy of the kind that truly matters. In the coming times, you will begin to feel a growing responsibility to share what you have learned, to serve more, to contribute more meaningfully. Don't ignore this calling. It comes from God, and when you answer it, your life gains a whole new dimension of meaning. You can start small, perhaps by mentoring someone younger who is going through similar challenges to those you faced. Perhaps by sharing your story to encourage others. Perhaps by using your talents and resources to help those in need. Perhaps simply by being a constant and loving presence in the lives of those around you. Every small act of love and service is a brick in the construction of your legacy. And when you look back at the end of your journey, it won't be material things that give you satisfaction. It will be the certainty that you made a difference, that the world became a little better because you were here, that you fulfilled the purpose for which you were created. That is true wealth, and it is within your reach. Now that you know the 13 changes God is preparing for your life, I need to ask you some very important questions. Do you truly believe that all of this is possible for you? Or is there still that voice of doubt in the back of your mind saying that these things happen to other people but not to you? Because I need you to understand a fundamental truth. God does not show favoritism. What He does for one, He can and wants to do for all who open their hearts to receive. The difference between those who live in constant blessing and those who live in constant struggle is not in God's love for them, but in their ability to believe, receive, and act according to divine promises. You've been through a lot to get here. There were times when you thought about giving up. There were nights when you cried asking for a sign that it was worth continuing. But you continued, you resisted, you stood tall even when everything conspired to bring you down. And it was precisely this persistence, this faith, even if as small as a mustard seed, that brought you to this moment. Because now, finally, the harvest time has arrived. You planted in tears, but you will reap in joy. Every sacrifice you made, every sleepless night, every time you chose to do the right thing even when it was difficult, all of that was seen and accounted for. And now the rewards are coming. But remember one very important thing. These changes that are coming do not exempt you from responsibilities. On the contrary, they come with the expectation that you will continue to be an upright, grateful, and generous person. When healing comes, don't forget the days of illness. When prosperity comes, don't forget the days of lack. When relationships are restored, don't repeat the mistakes that caused the breakups. When wisdom comes, use it to help others, not to exalt yourself. Because God's blessings are not only for our personal comfort, they are also tools to bless others. You were blessed to be a blessing. Never forget that. And now I want to extend a special invitation to you. If these words touched your heart, if you felt it wasn't a coincidence that you're watching this video today, then you need to be part of this community. Subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications, because every day there's a new message waiting for you. And if you can, consider becoming a channel member, because it's through the support of people like you that we can continue bringing these life-changing messages. Think about it. How much is a word of hope worth at the right moment? How much is it worth to feel that you're not alone, that someone understands what you're going through? How much is it worth to be certain that better days are coming? That's priceless, but it has a cost to produce. And when you become a member, you're not just supporting a channel, you're becoming part of a mission to bring light, hope, and transformation to thousands of people. If this message resonated with your sign, trust me, it's no coincidence. When the universe wants to speak to you, it sends exactly the right signal, and you're here because you needed to hear this today. Your contribution as a subscriber or member is what keeps these messages alive. Messages that touch, awaken, and transform lives. And if this video made sense to you, leave your birth date in the comments. I want to see how many Tauruses are here today, receiving these words of transformation. Leave your birth date below and feel the strength of this community uniting. And before I go, I want to leave you with one last challenge. For the next 30 days, I want you to carefully observe your life. Write down the signs, write down the changes, however small they may seem. Because when you start paying attention, when you start waiting with faith, you will be surprised at the speed at which things begin to happen. The 13 changes we talked about here will not necessarily happen all at once or in the order we presented, but they will happen one by one in God's perfect timing. And every time one of these changes manifests in your life, come back here and leave a testimony in the comments. Tell us what happened, how you perceived God's hand at work, how your life changed. Because your testimony may be exactly what someone needs to hear to not give up, to continue believing, to keep their faith alive. You can't imagine the power that exists in sharing your victories. So, my dear Taurus, the time has come for you to stand up and walk with your head held high towards the glorious future that God has prepared for you. Enough of living as a victim of circumstances. Enough of accepting crumbs when there is a banquet prepared for you. Enough of doubting your worth, your ability, the love that God has for you. The 13 changes have already begun. The process is already underway. And nothing and no one can stop what God has determined for your life. Believe, receive, give thanks, and prepare to witness miracles you never imagined were possible. The best is yet to come, and you will live to tell incredible stories of how God completely transformed your reality. Until the next video, and may God bless you abundantly.